Hi, hello, welcome to a new episode of 1 Minute 30 Video with Gigi. So today I'll be talking about how well do you know your hair, how well do you know your natural hair, or is your hair relaxed, how well do you know your hair, how well do you know your hair porosity, your hair texture, the curl patterns of your hair, and all of that. How well do you know your hair? Do you know the triggers for your hair? Do you know the styles that grow your hair effectively? Do you know the styles that you feel like if I do this style it gives me hair breakage and all of that? How well do you know your natural hair? I began to observe trends and patterns in my hair. So I noticed some things in my hair and then I began to look at what could be the cause of this, what am I doing well, what am I not doing well, what am I using, what am I not using. So how well do you know your natural hair? As much as we give out all of these hair tips, you do this, you do that, how would you personally know the things that work for your hair and the things that does not work for your hair? So some time ago I came along this IG post. The lady had a very long hair and she was saying that she does not necessarily follow the popular opinion of this is how you handle your hair, this is how I handle my hair. Now I'm not saying you shouldn't follow it, but what I'm saying is know what works for your hair and know what does not work for your hair. So she said all of this oiling the scalp like every week, and that does not work for hair. So yeah, there are certain people that maybe when you oil too often, when you it might cause irritation for your scalp and all of that. So how well do you know your hair? Do you know whether you should oil your hair every day? Do you know whether you should oil your hair twice every week? Do you know whether you should oil your hair every week? Is that what works for your hair? Do you have very dry scalp, or is your scalp oily? Is your scalp quick to retain oil? The amount of oil to put in your scalp, all of those things, like how well do you know your hair? Now I know that there are general principles, so don't get me wrong, you cannot tell me that I cannot shampoo my hair every month. I don't have to shampoo. No. Do you know if maybe what your hair wants is shampooing every 2 times in a month? Do you know if, as much as you say deep condition at least once a month, do you know if your own hair wants you to deep condition every week? So how well do you know your hair? Have you observed trends and patterns in your hair? Recently I observed a style that when I plait that style it grows my hair effectively. Have you sat down or taken time to observe the things that will work for you on your hair journey? How well do you know the products that work for you? And by products I'm not talking about brand now. I'm not talking about a particular brand. Like I mean leave-in hair conditioner, deep conditioner, hair butter, hair mask, hair oil. How well do you know how these products work for you? We can give description on products. This is how you use it, this is how it should be done. How well do you know your own hair? Like do you know if this is what works for my hair, if this is how I should handle it, if this is how I shouldn't handle it, if this is what works for my hair, if this is what grows my hair, if this is what keeps my hair healthy? How well do you know all of these things? So there is not one way to health and to growth on your natural hair journey. So part of caring for your hair is knowing your hair very well. When you don't know your hair, how effectively can you care for it? I've heard a lot of people be like, I've done all of this, I've done what they said I should do, I've done these things that they said, but it's not working, my hair is not growing. Perhaps you need to sit down or take out time and observe your own hair, observe trends and patterns. See, when I use a particular thing, does my hair itch? When I make this particular hairstyle, does my hair break so much? When I make this particular hairstyle, does my hair grow so much? When I make this particular hairstyle, does it make my hair flat? What works for you? What works for your hair? What works for your scalp? What works for your strands? You need to observe all of these things, take them into consideration and apply them, find solutions. Then you can ask someone that is more experienced in this way, this is what I observed, this is what I noticed, and then you begin to put work in those areas and you see your hair grow and flourish effectively. I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you, or been able to tell you to aspire to perspire. That was a joke. Till I come your way again, I remain Gigi. Bye.